Hi folks, and thanks for joining me, and welcome to my Den of Iniquity. Before I kick off with the product review, I've just realised that I've never actually filmed in here before and shown you it. So I'd love to introduce the brigade, if I may. Over here we have the FGR 1300. Now, for those of you who've already subscribed to my channel, you'll know that I'm actually in love, and the love affair continues with this beautiful bike. Here is the newly sought BMW R1200 GS. And there's another love affair just starting with that one. And over here, of course, is my Royal Enfield Continental GT. I would sit that in a glass plaque on the wall if I could. I love that bike. I love this shed. So anyway, you're all very welcome. Now, I do apologise for the noise of the chickens. If you can hear them in the background, you're probably looking behind me as well, wondering what kind of garage is that. It's actually an old cow byre. So I live on a farm, and you just have to make do with what you have around you. And indeed, I have done. So anyway, on with the review. I'm not one for doing product reviews. Indeed, this is my first product review. But after wearing these incredible Daytona boots for the last 2 weeks, I feel compelled to do a product review. These are the Daytona M-Star GTX boots. They're slightly different from the Roadstar because they have these. They're cleverly built up insoles to go inside the boot, and between the height there and also the height of the base of the boot, that gives you another 7 centimeters. So if you're technically a short ass like myself at 5'8", it means you can flat foot the ground on nearly any motorbike out there. Since I've had the boots over the last 2 weeks, actually, I've sat on a standard version of the BMW R1200 and I've been able to touch the ground no problem. And I would have bought the standard version instead of this factory lowered version had I known about the boots. But I was looking around online just to see the seat height of the factory lowered version of this bike. I ordered the bike, blah, blah, blah. The bike arrived, and then somebody very kindly contacted me and said, have you heard about these boots?
But I bought these boots anyway.
And I'm absolutely delighted with them, as you're about to see.
Rushing to open them like a child on Christmas morning, it became more of a where's my next present moment. After all, these aren't exactly the most bling of boots. But then, they're not meant to be. Fast forward to doing the job they're supposed to do, and I can now see what all the fuss is about. After struggling to get the zips up past my average-sized calf muscles, I was beginning to wonder if I had just made a very expensive mistake. These shots were taken within the first hour of me wearing the boots, and they'd already stretched delicately around my feet and lower legs to make them feel like they had belonged to me forever. They're light but strong, and with an inner layer of Gore-Tex to stop the toughest of storms turning your ride into a damp squib. Initially, my gear changing was clunky after not making correct contact with the gear lever, but I'm over that now, and the leather is noticeably soft to even feel the lever resting on top of my foot. The sole of the boot has a reassuring grip on my footrest, whilst the inner sole keeps the arch of my foot supported in its natural shape, which makes for an all-round very comfortable ride. Another thing I would advise is to buy the leather care creams to look after these boots, as the leather is very soft, so I would presume after a while it could get quite penetrable. And one more thing I do, on all my boots and jackets for that matter, is to rub a line of silicone grease down the zips, just with your finger, every now and again. This keeps the zips running smoothly and is also another waterproof barrier where otherwise water could seep in. I love a walk around when I reach a destination, whether it be up a hill to view a castle or just a walk through a town for a cup of tea. And with previous boots, I've taken a pair of runners with me in the panniers to allow me to do just that. But not with these boots. They're unbelievably comfortable to walk around in, not to mention the added height advantage, boosting my strut, and of course my ego. With my protective jeans, I took them inside the outer layer of the boot, with the Gore-Tex layer then underneath the jeans. But with my touring textiles on longer journeys, I leave them all out over the top of the boots for the maximum rain protection.
One of the other things Daytona recommend is to wear breathable socks with their boots, and somebody put me onto this product a couple of years ago. That's sold by an Irish company called ponytails.ie, and the product is called Oxa Socks. Don't ask me how they work because it's far too clever, the science behind these, for me to understand. But they basically keep your feet warm in the winter and cool in the summer. My other hobby is flying around in a paramotor, so with my legs dangling 2,000 feet up in the air, I'm going to feel the cold, but I don't because I wear these, and they're brilliant with these boots. And I've ridden around in the heat and the cold a lot over the last few years with these socks. They're just incredible. And the good folk at the Irish company Ponytails have kindly agreed to give me a discount code, which I'll put in the blurb below, and they're going to give you all 10% off if you want to purchase some of them socks. So there you have it, folks. I really love these boots, and so I should, for €368. Did I say that quick enough? Because it pains me to say the price. €368 from FC Moto, and that was the cheapest I could find online. I've never spent that amount of money on a pair of boots, whether it be for on the motorbike or off. So I'm really hoping that they prove to be boots for life, and I'll keep you updated as to how I go with them. On that note, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do, and give me a like as well. All that helps me to bring you future videos, and really appreciate you watching. Once again, I'm Dave Perry for Wheelie Good TV. Over and out.